Riverdale. Family members say Camesha Johnson's car jumped a curb before coming to a stop, where it sat for 2 hours before someone discovered her body inside. They tell Fox 5's Deidre Dukes they won't rest until her killer is behind bars. It's been 1 week since Camesha Johnson was found shot to death here off of State Route 85. Her body discovered in her car. She'd been shot to death. Now her family is desperate to know who killed her and why.
My baby sat there for 2 hours waiting for someone to come and help her. Nobody came to help her.
Camesha Johnson's family dealt a double blow. Their loss compounded by the circumstances surrounding her death.
I never in a million years would have felt something like this would have happened to my daughter.
The 36-year-old worked as a bus driver for the Clayton County School District. She was separated from her husband and lived with her parents in Riverdale. Her body was discovered in her car at this BP at around midnight Friday, just a few miles from her home. Her parents say she'd been shot once, the bullet traveling through her shoulder, piercing her heart.
She was such a beautiful person inside and out. Inside and out. She loved to laugh. She loved to dance. She just was a free spirit person. And I just want to know who did this.
Johnson's parents say she often parked behind the BP or on Highway 85 and Thomas Road, taking time out of her day for prayer or quiet reflection.
And she said, I just praise him. And I said, Camesha, I said, baby, it's just so dangerous out here. She said, Mama, she said, I'm aware of my surroundings. I'm not afraid to die.
These are photos they shared of their daughter's vehicle where her body was discovered. Her parents tell us surveillance video showed the car traveling through the parking lot at around 10 p.m., past the gas station pumps, before jumping a curb and coming to a stop. The vehicle sat there for about 2 hours before someone looked inside and discovered Johnson's body. Her family can't imagine why anyone would harm her, but suspect it was someone she knew. As Johnson's family searches for answers, anyone with information in this case is urged to contact Clayton County Police. In Clayton County, Deidre Dukes, Fox 5 News.
Man, we back with another crazy story out of Clayton County, Georgia, about this 36-year-old bus driver being shot at a BP gas station. This all started on June the 30th, after she dropped off a busload of students. The BP gas station she go to this gas station every day. And all of a sudden, on this one particular day, she gets shot, lose her life. This another crazy situation because she was separated from her husband. Now, I want to know what the circumstances was around, her marriage where she had to move in with her parents. And as you seen, the husband was sitting with her mother and the rest of her family. But we done had plenty of situations where you have loved ones or your significant other take your life and sit right there and help search for the killer, knowing that they was the one. So that's another side to look at, because the family said she was loved by everyone. She didn't have no enemies. And that's what make this world so crazy, because you could be a good soul, good, kind person, but when you get home, or when you get in the private of your own, of your own section, then things change. Your parents and your family members don't know nothing about, what you do when you ain't around them or who you're around. So like I said, we in our last days. This is an unfortunate situation where you have a young lady losing her life. And now they searching for the killer or killers. But like I said, it be the closest ones to you at the end that wanted you gone. Whether they paid for it or whether they was the one that committing the crime. They don't have no suspects or anything for this crime. And she sat out there for 2 hours. I want to know, where was her husband? What was his location? Any little boyfriends or anybody, you know, co-workers or anybody that she knew, well, where was they? Everybody knew she'd go to the BP every day, so it really wasn't hard to know where she gonna be at a certain time. And like I said, this happened right before midnight. It's another crazy situation. We in a dangerous world nowadays. And we gonna continue to see crazy crimes like this, where you got stray bullets. It could have been a stray bullet, where she was just at the wrong place at the wrong time on that particular day. Or it was somebody who wanted her dead, who was close to her, who wanted her dead. Even though she was a good, kind soul, you know, somebody wanted her dead. Somebody understood that she wasn't afraid to die. And like I said, it could have been a stray bullet. But a lot of times when you have cases like this where, you know, somebody go to the same location every day, their schedule don't change, it got to be somebody close to them that was in love with them, you know, cross paths, try to holler at her, she denied them. You know, it could be anything. But this the days we in. We in our last days. And this don't make no sense. Justice will get served. It's too many young souls leaving too early over nonsense. But like I said, the surveillance camera at the store didn't catch anything but her car rolling through the parking lot. She had already been shot. So it's a lot of crazy circumstances going around this case. We already weeks in, they don't have no suspects or anything. But like I said, we're in our last days. Prayers goes out to the family. Justice will get served. And let me know what y'all think about this crazy story. We out.